Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sulani Sim. We are back with a brand new Very Veggie Legacy episode. A lot of things to update you guys on. The first one being that Shauna and Laurent have officially tied the knot. They have gotten married. They eloped in San Myshuno. And then in other news regarding weddings, Maya and Angelo tied the knot as well. I had them go to Windenburg because I had a plan, a vision that they would have their wedding in Windenburg at the chalet. And yeah, wedding stories being the abysmal pack that it is, that did not work out when I invited everybody. So I just canceled that, had them technically elope, and they got married. But they have other big news. Both Maya and Angelo have adopted a little girl. Her name is Elizabeth. She came with that name and I thought it was really cute, so I kept it, and there really wasn't too much that I needed to do a makeover on. She came pretty much just super cute. Sometimes you have to do little makeovers on the townies or randomized sims because sometimes they look a little rough, but Elizabeth is adorable. So yeah, I'm really excited for Egbert to meet her. I think it'll be fun. He also is extending his own little group of friends, so yeah, that's exciting stuff. But yeah, we'll just get right on into the gameplay and I'll fill you in on some updates with Brock and his family. Okay, so we are in live gameplay right now. It is the first week of spring. Love to see it, in spite of it snowing a little bit. But it is in fact the first week of spring. I did do a few updates to Brock's home. I don't know if you can tell, but we have extended this side of the house here on the first and second levels, as well as added a small extension to this side of the house, the right side of the house. And then in the back where the small business is, I've also slightly extended it out this way, as well as added a new solar panel. So now we have 2 solar panels here. The top floor of the house, the second story, we've moved the bathroom upstairs. Egbert's room is still the same, but I know it looks different now, and that is because he will be aging into a child sim very soon. So I just thought that there was really no need to kind of keep everything how it is, because I'm going to be changing it regardless. And this room that was Sawyer and Brock's is now empty. Sawyer and Brock both have a want to have a child. Another one, Brock has the want to try for a baby with Sawyer, and then she just wants to have a child in general. So I think we can make that happen. I don't know. I'm not completely sold on having Egbert be the founder of this, the next legacy. I did express that I would have wanted a girl, but I don't know. We'll see. So I think I will try to let that happen. And I've had them work on their romance a little bit more. I mean, I know it's still really low. But I'm trying to get them to have a better relationship, so we'll see what happens with that. Downstairs, very big changes. We've added I don't know why that's there. That's crazy. Let me delete this really quick. We have added a master bedroom. It's not technically a true master bedroom, at least by American standards. Typically, a master suite has an ensuite restroom attached to it, but for this little family and for their house, this will do. It is fine. And I have swapped around the orientation of the house, so the kitchen is now on this side of the house. I did add some new furniture, or at least updated the furniture and the appliances, as well as the cabinetry in the kitchen. And then just a reminder that Brock is a technophobe. He does not like technology, so this is a no screen household. So I just kind of made the sitting room feel a little bit more like a living space instead of something kind of off to the side. So they have a small little library, and I updated their love seat sofa, as well as a small little gallery of photos. So my goal for this episode is to one, have Egbert meet Elizabeth, which is Maya and Angelo's daughter. And then two, I would like for Brock to kind of tick off some milestones on his aspiration. I would also like to try to get to baby Egbert's birthday, because it's only technically a day away. So I would like to do that, and then invite Kyler, which is Kyle and Alice's son, and then Elizabeth to his birthday party so that he has kids there that are around his age. I don't remember if I said this or not, but Kyle's son has aged up to a toddler as well. So they're all three toddlers. And what else? Oh, I would like for them to try for a second child. Those are kind of the goals that I have for this this episode. And I forgot to mention too that in the small business we did add a half bathroom for customers, and I did update his workbench to this one because this bench came with the like cozy artist studio kit, because I kind of felt like it vibed better with this little stuff from Businesses and Hobbies. Like, it looks like it matches these items, the potter's wheel and the kiln. So we've got that going on. Still has his little collection of I think it's the rustic. Yeah, we still have that there. So not much has technically changed other than we've extended it a bit to be able to add the restroom. So yeah, those are pretty much the updates with Brock and his family. Like I said, not much improvement necessarily with Sawyer and his relationship, but I mean, I guess they're getting there. I don't know if I'll have them do another round of counseling. I think we'll just try to work at it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, so we will have them finish up dinner, and I think they're going to make a house call to Maya and Angelo. We made it over to Maya and Angelo's townhomes that they share with Shauna and Laurent. And as per usual, they have bags over their head. I'm starting to think that this is a bug. This has to be a bug. This happens anytime I make plans to come over to Brock's friends' houses. They always have these paper bags over their heads. I think maybe it's only not happened once. Yeah, I've had eco lifestyle for probably 2 years now, and this has never been like a thing. And I've got like, I have the same settings that I would have had then still now. So I think what I'll do is turn off the voting thing. I'll do that off camera so that this is not a thing anymore, because it was cute at first, but now it's kind of getting a little, too much. Now see, even Elizabeth has a little bag over her head. I hate it. I hate it. And it's an angry one too, which, you know what? Just great. I'm gonna have Egbert talk to her, get to know her, and then I do want Brock to do a funny intro to her as well. It makes sense that he would say hey to her, because I've already said I feel like he just has like very paternal, fun dad energy, and yeah, I don't know, I think he would want to hang out with his friends' children too and get to know them as well. So yeah, I'm so excited that he's now going to have a little friend. I didn't know that toddlers could hit each other. That's not good. That's not good at all. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have him. I kind of want to see him sing a song. Is he gonna sing it to her or just what does that mean? I wish that you guys could see her because she really is cute. And there wasn't. Oh, is that him singing? No, I don't know. She's a cute little girl. I think they did. Not that that matters, but compared to, I think a lot of the other. Oh, I hate to even say that. The other options for adoption. She just stood out a lot. She was very cute. So, and there was a lot of child Sims actually. There was a lot of like child age Sims, and like she was, I think, maybe one of three toddlers, and it was like all children and then all infants. So I knew I didn't want an infant, or not infants, I think newborns. Was it newborns? Or maybe it is infants. I didn't want one of those because no, we just can't. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have them hang out for a little bit and I don't know, just kind of get to know her. And also, I guess we should also probably congratulate these guys on their marriages because they did just get married. So, like, I think that would be really nice. Where would I find that interaction? Mm, let's see. I don't see it, but I could have sworn there was one that said something along the lines of like congratulating on, you know, your marriage or something like that. But maybe I'm wrong. We'll just give parenting tips and be like, congratulations, you're in the group now of of having kids. I will say this though, I will not have Shauna or Laurent have children. They don't seem like the type to have kids, if I'm being perfectly frank. They kind of seem like, and I don't know if I'm gonna have them continue to live in Copperdale. I think I may move them to the city because they kind of give like the fun aunt uncle, but they're sophisticated and well traveled vibe. Do you know what I mean? And I could kind of see like maybe Egbert growing up to like admire Laurent in some way because Laurent's color that I have him in is also purple, and so I kind of like bridging that gap of maybe he's just taken with Laurent, like he thinks he's really cool and he is a part of the art scene and he's, you know, he travels and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of how I think little baby Egbert probably will grow up to think of his adopted uncle, I guess, because they're not actually related, but he's Brock's friend because he's friends with Shauna, so that thereby by proxy makes him like a uncle or something. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of wish that we could at least congratulate them on their nuptials, but I guess we can't. I don't know. I do wish that one of the updates that we had, because I know this can be a mod that you install. Let me give her parenting advice as well. I think of the two, if anyone's going to give parenting advice, honestly, it should be Brock. But I feel like they should do like a search thing when it comes to these interactions because this is just so difficult sometimes to navigate. It really is. Let's talk about our favorite game. I don't even know what his favorite game would be, but I'm sure it's a fun one. She's just like, what? Let's talk about toys too. Looks like we gained a sentiment. Is it with Shauna? I think it is. Let's check that out really quick. It's so hard to tell because the bag over her head. Yeah, it looks like we got closer from Happy Memories sentiment, which, you know what? That's awesome. I love that. I like it a lot. Really quick, completely irrelevant to Brock's life. But the eco lifestyle thing, like I was talking about, I was gonna come in and like disable it, but unless I'm looking in the wrong like section of how to do this, these were already ticked as like disabled. So why they are getting bags over their head if NPCs can no longer vote for anything anymore, I don't know. But is that not weird? You guys let me know because I know there's been like a lot of funky things going on with just as per usual the Sims in general. So I do wonder if that's like a weird bug of like visiting other Sims and this bag over their head is like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't like it. It was funny at first, but now I'm not laughing. So especially if I'm like wanting to, hang out, it makes it kind of awkward. But I'm having them head home because it's already almost 1 a.m. sim time, so they're gonna head home, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the morning. Okay, guys, it is the next, not only sim day, but it's also the next day IRL because I don't know what's wrong with my recording software, but it was giving me issues. And so rather than play The Sims in a frustrated mood, I just stopped recording and decided to pick it up a different day. So I say it's the next day, but I think actually 2 in real life days has passed since I recorded in the save file. I don't know about y'all, but I play video games to kind of decompress from life. And so I think getting frustrated or something with something so insignificant as the recording software not working is just silly, and it makes me not enjoy playing. So I thought I would just give it a break until I could come back with a better attitude. So, and speaking of very better attitudes, looks like Brock is not in a very good one. I did have him work some off camera to kind of just get some things done in his small business, and yeah, he also made a sad sculpture, so I think I'm gonna probably list that on Popsy because we haven't done that in a while. As always, my dog does stay in my bedroom, and he is old and he snores, so if you hear that, I do apologize. A couple of things that we were able to tick off of his milestone already is that we did hire Alvin to be an employee here at Timber and Clay Co. So that's great. I did have the shop open and he was assisting customers, but like I said, it's now closed. And yeah, it's pretty much the end of the day. The next day is going to be baby Egbert's birthday. I had Brock prepare a cake for him, and he will be having it at I think it's Totter's Park. I kind of want to see what an angry sculpture looks like. But he'll be having it at Totter's Park, and we've invited just about everybody that we're friends with, so that's good. The next couple of milestones that Brock needs to get out of the way is to grow the small business to a striving startup and then reach first level of dreamer or schemer alignment. Right now, when it comes to where he's at as far as the business goes, he's still in the hopeful hustle range. So unfortunately, there's not been too much progress, which I really hate. I do feel like it's slow to progress in the small business venture. Is that just me? Do you guys have this pack too? Do you feel the same way? Because I feel like it's kind of slow going. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna have him finish his sculpture. We'll probably list this on Plopsy too. And I think to just get him out of an angry mood, we may have him do some fishing. Because you know what? That's where our boy started. He started at fishing. So I think that might help him some. Just do a little. I have to do it. I have to show y'all. In game, it's probably about 12-ish midnight, the day technically of Egbert's birthday. Technically, but you could also say like the day before, I guess, still. I don't know. I had Brock and Sawyer try to get a little bit of the mood going because he was in a bad attitude way. And I thought, well, maybe this might be a good opportunity to try for another little farmer. And it wasn't working. I do think that they're not going to stay together. I just have a bad feeling because they're not meant to be lovers. They're just not. They work better as friends, and I think we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it, but I'm rambling. I had them go and pay for a science baby together. So I like to think that, and her name's Eglin, by the way, Eglin. I like to think that maybe they, because Sawyer is technically an adult woman, perhaps after she had Egbert, that time for her, that window, we know, maybe it was closed, okay? And maybe her and Brock had stored some of their DNA at the hospital. I don't know. I don't know the intricacies of producing a science baby, but here she is, and she looks so cute. She came with blonde hair. I always kind of imagined that Sawyer's hair was not naturally this color. She has brown eyebrows, right? So I mean, I know that blonde folks can have darker eyebrows. That is not uncommon, but in my mind, I kind of figured that Sawyer dyed her hair. Like, this was not natural. But seeing it on baby Eglin, who, by the way, I did not tamper with the gender, even though I said I would really like a girl, she came out a girl. No interference on my end. Scout's honor. And so she has blonde hair. She's tan-ish, like her dad. Her dad is a little bit darker in complexion to Sawyer. And she has Sawyer's eyes. And I think she's going to look very much like her mother, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. But what really got me was her freckles. She came with freckles. Like when she auto-generated, after I aged her up from newborn to infant, she had these darling freckles, which I completely forgot I even had in CC. And so this is her. Do I have a favorite amongst Brock's children already? Yeah, probably. I probably do. And she was randomized with the Sunny traits, which is interesting. I always randomize the children's traits. I never actually pick them because I don't think that that's fair. If I'm making an adult and cast, then I will, but children Sims, teen Sims, and younger, etc., I always randomize. I don't really like to pick them. So, yeah, these are her little outfits. I think she is just adorable. And, yeah, he's gonna have the best birthday present ever, and that's gonna be the gift of a little sister. He's gonna have a little sister. So excited. But I just thought I would share that with y'all so that when his birthday party arrives and you're like, who's that baby? Why is she here? Why does she look like Brock and Sawyer? Now you know. It is the next day, and also it is baby Egbert's birthday. Yay! He is a stinky boy. I'm trying to get Sawyer to change his diaper, but he's very obstinate, you know? He has his own agenda, which I totally get, but it sometimes can be a little insufferable. Like, sometimes I hate it. I love kids in real life, I really do. But I don't know, sometimes the Sim children be so extra. Like, sometimes it's too much. Brock is helping out by trying to attend to Eglin's needs. And I kind of want to see what this is. Give baby a nap while reading guitar manual. I've never seen that option before, so I'm interested to see what that even entails. Looks like I've got some bad CC in. That's great. Just what I needed to know. I don't know why he's still stinky. I had her clean him up too, so I wonder, does she need to give him a bath perhaps? Oh my gosh, he really is doing it. Look. Is this real? Or is this one of my mods? See guys, I don't even know. I don't even know what's in my game these days. And I really don't have that much as far in the way of mods and stuff goes. So I think what I'm gonna do, because Egbert's birthday party I think is at 3. What time is it? Yeah, it's gonna be at 3 p.m. I think I'm gonna have them take a photo. It's a beautiful spring day. It is slightly crisp in the air with a bit of coldness from winter, but for the most part, the trees, as you can see, are getting their leaves back, which is fantastic. And I would like for them to go take a family photo together while Egbert is still a toddler. And now that we have baby Eglin, I think it will be really nice. I think over in this area would be a good spot. So we're going to get that done. And I think once I meet back up with you guys, it'll be time for Egbert's birthday party. Okay, so we have officially made it to the park. The birthday party has started. I have Brock making some hot dogs for everybody. Egbert's over there. Sawyer is breastfeeding. The presents technically aren't like actual presents. At least I don't think you can do anything with them. Oh, you can add presents to this. Okay, well, yeah, that would be really cute for him to be able to open them up. I didn't actually get him anything, and because I decorated the park, all of this was free. But I think I'm gonna leave it here because similar to how they had their wedding, which was just across the way over here, I just kept the stuff up because honestly, it's just convenient that way. So yeah, I kept it all up. So far, only Alice is here, which is not great because I invited her husband, and her son. So why they are not present, who knows? I don't, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer and see if they all show up. It looks like Maya. Yeah, okay, so Maya is here, but where's she at? I don't know. Egbert has been wanting to talk to Maya for the longest. Wait a second. Do y'all see what I see? Okay, so this is Laurent. Okay. And we gotta go back to what I said at the beginning of this video regarding them with no children. But I know for facts that this has to be Shauna. It could not be anyone else but Shauna. But the way that Shauna is walking into this tree, that familiar gait, that stride makes me think that she is pregnant. Why is she walking like that? She's pregnant. She's pregnant. I know it. She's pregnant. I didn't want them to have kids. I should have did something about that. Oh my gosh. I think she's pregnant. Is that just me? Why was she walking like that? Tell me now. Can Sawyer ask about this? It would only be appropriate for Sawyer, I think, to ask. Like, hey girl, any news you got going on? Like, are you expecting? Brag about baby, get to know. I don't see anything that says, talk about fertility. I don't see anything that says anything about her being pregnant. So perhaps I'm just imagining this. Okay, I might be imagining it. I know that there was but she's pregnant. She has to be, right? We'll find out. We'll find out 3 days. 3 days in-game passes and we'll know for sure. I know there was a bug that was happening with the pregnancies and stuff, but I hadn't had any issues. So unless that is the bug, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of hate the fact that the children are not here. The children were supposed to be... Oh, wait. Is that... I think that's Kyler. Is that Kyler? It is. Okay, he's following his dad, but his dad is leaving him behind in the dust. So I'm gonna have Brock just go ahead and help. I hate this. I hate when this happens. I feel like this is centered. Am I going crazy? Like, I feel like this is centered. And every time I do this, it's like, this is not centered. Okay, let me fix this really quick. Alright, so he should be able to help him blow out the candles. I had to change out the picnic table, that's what the issue was. Here we go! Yay! Congratulations, Egbert! Oh, I'm so excited. Everyone is here. He's gonna age up in just a bit. We definitely want to see what he looks like. I always like seeing like how they randomly age up. I always know I'm gonna fix them in cast, but it's just interesting to see what they look like randomized. Do you know what I mean? Here he goes. Hello? What the heck? What? He's on fire. Oh, okay. So it looks like when he aged up, just remember he had the independent trait as a toddler. It says Egbert's skills as a toddler earned a bonus trait. See all Egbert's bonus traits in Simology. I just letting you know, I've cheated his potty training because we did not work on that. Sorry, but yeah, he was a 3 in everything except for communication. I think he was a 4. It says childhood, boundless creativity, rule breaking, temper tantrums await. Let the games begin. He already has a level 1 in motor, mental, and creativity, and a level 2 in social, which is awesome. Yes, look at that. Perfection. He's already, at least for his generation, Eggplant is supposed to be evil, so that's funny that it kind of randomized into that. I love it. I do think I'm going to give him a social, well, I don't know. Maybe we should do a multi-skill, mind and body, or a creativity one. I think we'll just stick with the social. I think that makes sense. So, yeah. What does he look like? Nice. Okay, I want to see what it looks like. This outfit is atrocious. We hate it. But that's okay. Let's see. Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, so straight to cast. We're gonna go straight to cast. And then I'll probably also age up his friends so that he's not like hanging out with a bunch of stinky toddlers. Do you know what I mean? Call Elizabeth the Toad Licker. Okay, so I figured really quick I would show you Egbert older in cast really quick. To be honest, the the sim that generated wasn't bad. I think there was something going on in this T-zone, like somewhere between his nose and mouth, that just was throwing me off. So I did give him a different mouth preset, a little bit more fuller lips. Of course, his hair has changed. And I did say before, I kind of figured that Egbert would be kind of a more like alternative child. I think he would be a little bit more edgy, kind of verging on gothic, but not gothic. It's giving like 2010s dubstep Skrillex lover. I am from that era, so I feel like I can say that with confidence that this is what a lot of kids in my high school would have loved to dress like, like every day if their parents allowed them to. This really cool dual colored hairstyle and the Skrillex glasses is what we would refer to it as. So, yeah, I definitely could see Egbert jamming out to some dubstep. Yeah, I don't know, but these are his outfits. Just really quick to go back over them in case you missed it. And I love this too. There's something about this shirt too that's like, do you guys know what Nyan Cat is? Anybody? Let me know. That's what this reminds me of, but it also, again, going back to 2010s memes, there's just something very nostalgic about this shirt whenever I see it, and I don't I don't see kids spawn with this shirt often, so I'm glad I get to use it because I definitely think he would like it. And do you know what? It kind of makes me want them to get a pet, and perhaps a cat would be suitable for Egbert. I don't know. We'll see. He seems like he'd be a cat person down the road. I don't know if his parents are gonna want to, because like I said, I don't know about these two, so having another mouth to feed like a pet might not be in the cards for them right now. We'll just have to see. Okay guys, a few in-game days have passed. Like I think 2 days since Egbert's birthday. Sawyer has just gone back to work, and Brock is fixing some breakfast for he and his children. I don't know why, but it says that she's in the like fast food career, but I could have sworn this girl was in retail. I don't know, maybe she autonomously quit or something. I guess I could look in her little Simology stuff, but I could have sworn she... Oh, there was a burglar last night too, by the way. Last night there was a burglar in their house, and that was scary, but it happened. So I don't know. I don't recall having her... Yeah, I don't know. See, it even says retail employee career, and there's nothing to indicate that she left the career either, so that's interesting. I don't know why she would be here, but that's okay. I'm having Egbert kind of, well, looks like he's about to go to grade school, but I wanted him to get some breakfast first. I mean, missing just a few minutes of school should not hurt, right? Let's go ahead and sit down for a second. I did have him brush his grills, and I thought that would help him not feel so grungy, but I guess it's not. It's taking Brock forever just to make a fruit salad. Like, come on. Yeah, he feels stinky. I'm gonna just help you out just a little bit so that you don't have to take a shower, so that you can at least eat your breakfast that your dad fixed. He has been having like several quick, easy meals, and he had a moodlet the previous day from having unbalanced meals, and so I figured that Brock making a fruit salad for breakfast might help him. I don't know. He also has a loose tooth. So I'm gonna have Brock grab a serving. And speaking of grungy stinky, he does be stinky. So let me see if I can get him to go ahead and also take a shower because the baby is up too, and yeah, he'll need to tend to baby Eglin. I don't plan on Sawyer having a full-time job. I had wanted her to quit and kind of help with the small business, but with how their relationship is, I just don't know. I don't know. I would kind of hate it if like if they work together and then like they divorce, which I feel like is pretty imminent at this stage in the game. I will say that I was pretty much able to accomplish the goals that I set up at the beginning of this video. We've already gotten 2 milestones completed off the first level of his aspiration. I don't know why I thought we were in level 2 already of this, but maybe I'm wrong. Anywho, we still have to grow our small business to a striving startup, but fortunately, we still got time to do that. I'm happy with being able to say we've gotten 2 of the milestones down pat. I think that's fantastic. Egbert is also a child. He's no longer a toddler, and then they did end up having a little girl, and yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm so sorry I'm everywhere, jumping everywhere. But yeah, let's see, let's change her diaper too. I'll probably have him open up the business today, work until, I've been having him do somewhat of like a 10 to 6 schedule, so we'll have to open that up soon. And yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and call it a video, because I'd kind of like to I don't know, I think for the next video I'd like to still continue working on his milestones. Really quick though, I do want to share with y'all some of the skills, because the point of this, or not really the point, but like one of the rules for Generation Broccoli is that he needs to complete or like max out 3 different creative skills, and so photography has already been maxed out to level 5, so that was 1. The second is handiness, and then the third was the pottery. So those pottery is at level 6, and then handiness is at 7, which ties in with the woodworking. And then for wellness, he is at a level 5. So that's another thing I do need to work on. I might do it off camera. I don't know. I'm trying not to let. I'm trying to get better at culling some things on my videos that might be perceived as boring. It might not be boring to me, but I think it might be a snooze for someone else, which is totally understandable. So some of this stuff, like him working on skills and whatnot, might not be interesting, and I'll have to do that like in my own time. But I forgot to show you guys that I did decorate, which is why we were broke. We had 100 simoleons after decorating our child's bedroom, and I had to sell our refrigerator because we were so broke, and so we had to get a little cheap fridge. And yeah, anyway, this is Egbert's bedroom now, so I like it. I think it looks very futuristic, but like also not. Yeah, I think it looks good. It looks like we got a pop-up for Egbert at school. It says Egbert is grabbing his lunch from his backpack when he notices something red inside. It's a note shaped like a heart with the words "You are cute" written on it and nothing else. He thinks it might be the new girl who always seems to stare. Does he ask her or wait and see? How's he know people already and he just started elementary school? That's crazy. I think we should just wait and see. That's what I would do. Let's see. It says Egbert decides to wait it out and see if anyone comes forward. Sure enough, at lunch, some friends laugh and wave at him. Hey, cutie, one taunts. Egbert wads up the note and tosses it at them, laughing along with the joke. Someday it'll happen for real, but he's relieved it's not today. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's a cute little notification. Okay. But for real, I think we're going to call it a video. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I do hope y'all are all having a great day and enjoying the series. If you're doing the legacy as well, let me know. I'd love to hear y'all's updates. But with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Bye.